Here is the next part of this case. This is where the judge took everyone out to the three main sites talked about in this case. They take you to her car, and even with 3 years of sitting there, you can still see the damage done underneath the weather elements. They then take you to where the incident happened. And again, 3 years later, you can still see some of the damage from the fire. After that, they take you to the gas station mini-mart. They walk you through the video surveillance and describe the area, including the path down the road to Tellis' home.
So you ready? You can wait around. Just to show, witness Peters was sworn yesterday. He's still on the stand here at the scene. So, Mr. Hale?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I wait on Mr. Peterson? All right. I didn't realize he wasn't here. Okay. Yeah, I was. You want to say you need to make sure the mic. Okay. You need to make sure your mic. You ready, Your Honor? Yes, sir. Investigator Thompson, this is in fact the vehicle that was. This is in fact Jessica Chambers' vehicle that she had on December 6, 2014. Is that correct?
Yes.
And it has been sitting here in the Panola County Sheriff's Department's impound lot for almost 3 years now. Is that correct?
Yes.
And obviously, we wanted to bring the jury here so they could actually see the car and see the burns. The interior of the vehicle, it has deteriorated immensely, has it not?
Yes, sir. Just due to the burning all the paint, insulation off the vehicle, being out in the elements for now going on 3 years, the rust factor has been sped up and it has deteriorated immensely.
And you can see the seats have actually just caved in, is that correct?
Yes.
Now there are some photographs that have been introduced into evidence that were taken the day after, on December 7, 2014, is that correct?
Yes.
And would those photographs accurately depict the condition of the vehicle during the time of the crime?
Yes.
Your Honor, I tender the witness.
Mr. Peterson? No questions, Your Honor.
All right.
All right, with that, we will now move back to the vans, and we will go to the next scene then. So I put the jury in charge of the bailiffs again.
Judge, could we just give them just 1 second to take a look around the car, the jury, without any comment?
Sure.
That was the car. Now they are at the site where Jessica's car was found engulfed in flames, as well as finding Jessica walking around extremely burnt.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
You may proceed.
Investigator Thompson, we are actually at the area where the car was found on December 6, 2014. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And just for the jury's description, everybody standing here in a small space, would you state for the jury, would you tell the jury how the car was actually parked here?
Yes, sir. The car was parked with what I'm going to call the nose of the front of the car facing toward that fence right there.
And so with my two arms just facing directly, I believe Mr. Peterson already referred to it as parallel to this fence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in the photographs, I'm sorry, how close was the nose to that fence, to your knowledge?
In exact footage, I wouldn't be able to tell you. The way the car was positioned, the front door would have been opening against this sapling here.
And we have photographs of the front door being very close to a small tree and that tree being burned. Is this the particular tree that is depicted in those photographs?
Yes.
And is this the condition that the vehicle was found on December 6th of 2014?
The condition of the area is, Mr. Hale, I would say is similar. It does have some growth on it because it's summertime now. It was wintertime then, but it does an accurate depiction of the geography of the land at that time, yes.
And just so we're clear on the actual, they've seen the size of the vehicle. This is the tree that the front door was butted against.
Yes.
Now, Judge, if you don't mind, the jury's fine, but these people right here, can we have them clear a path?
Yes. Y'all clear back there, please.
I'm talking about On back.
On back. Direct them how you want them. I don't know how you.
Y'all can just scoot over to the other side of that road. Investigator Thompson, can you move up here to where I am, please?
Yes.
Now, for this particular vehicle to be parked in the position it was in, what route would it have taken coming in from Heron Road?
The vehicle would have taken a left off of Heron Road if it was coming from the Courtland area. However, it would have turned into this driveway. It would have came up close to the fence and made a hard left turn to be driven parallel to the fence into that fence.
And there's a pretty good incline here, would you say?
Yes, sir. But the lay of the land is less of an incline closer to the fence than it is back toward Heron Road.
And that's what I was going to ask you, so the jury can turn around. The incline on the front is much steeper than it is back by the gate.
Yes.
Based on your investigation, can you give the jury the benefit of where a telephone was found in this area?
The telephone would have been approximately where the door was open in the area near the driver's side of the vehicle.
And also, as part of this testimony, some firefighters described Jessica coming out of the woods approximately 30 or 40 feet from their location. Can you tell the jury approximately where that location is, where she came out?
From my review of the firefighter's statement, she would have been coming from that way back.
When you say that way, please point a direction.
Back toward the vans.
From the west.
Right.
Your Honor, I tender the witness here. Mr. Peterson?
Yes, Your Honor. Officer, has anything been removed from the scene that you're aware of?
Mr. Peterson, would you please describe what you're talking about?
I understand that there
The
may have been
vehicle
some.
was removed.
The vehicle was removed.
Yes.
Was there any? Have there been any trees cut down that you're aware of?
No, sir.
Okay, so that tree here would have been the tree that was depicted in the photo that we showed the jury on yesterday, correct?
To my knowledge, yes, sir.
Okay. And the tree directly behind your honor, can we agree that that's burning to that as well?
Absolutely, sir. And some of the other trees had some burning on them, but because of the time frame, some of it has healed up.
Certainly. Are you aware of any fire on the other side of this fence?
I'm not aware of any fire that was on the other side of the fence. I know there might have been some smoke damage and just overflow fire damage, but I'm not aware of any fire on the other side.
And you hadn't reviewed any reports where the firefighters attended to another fire on that evening?
Not here.
Not here?
Yes.
At this particular,
I have
okay.
not.
Now finally, officer, you reviewed the testimony from some of the firefighters. I believe it would have been the first brush truck on scene.
Yes.
And he indicated that when he pulled up, he saw what he described as this zombie-like figure, and at that point, he backed the brush truck up about 200 feet, or about 20 feet.
I'm not sure exactly the footage, and I'm not sure if it was the first brush truck. I know from Cole Haley's statement that he attended to her when he saw her, but I'm not sure about the first truck, what they did. I'm not sure about that, sir.
That's question Douglas.
Yes, sir.
Officer Jody Morris, have you had a chance to review his testimony? He was on, I believe he described himself to be on scene command on that night.
Possibly, sir.
Okay. And he indicated that when he pulled into the driveway, they were observing the fire. Would that have been the driveway that they pulled into?
Yes.
Okay, there's not another driveway around here.
Not to this area, no.
So if he testified that when he pulled into the driveway and then he noticed a figure coming from that direction, that would have been on the other side of that driveway.
Yes,
correct?
to the west.
And the woods from the other side of that driveway,
Yes.
correct? Okay. That direction is away from Courtland.
Yes.
And this is the direction that we were taking going back to Courtland, that we came
Yes,
in that
we
direction.
came through the town of Courtland, yes.
Okay. Finally, officer, did your investigation include any areas other than this area here?
We did send a team of investigators down here, being comprised of federal, state, and local officers that actually did a foot search of the area.
I think Cole Haley referred to it as a search and rescue team.
Partially compromised of a search and rescue team. All of them would have been accompanied by some type of criminal investigator.
Certainly. And is this one of the areas that they surveyed?
They did comb this area as well as both sides of the road, both directions.
Okay. Did they actually go over behind this fence?
I'm sure they did, sir. I was not physically here. I
Sure.
cannot truthfully speak intelligently to whether they went inside there or not.
Certainly.
I'm sure they probably did, but I was not here.
So, but you're not aware of any as we stand here?
No, sir, I'm not.
I'll turn the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Hale, redirect.
Your Honor, I would ask if Kathy and the jury can move the machine right down here to the road. I would like to ask a couple of questions based on what Mr. Peterson had asked him.
All right.
Just point out, right down to the beginning of the drive.
All right, let's move on down there.
Investigator Thompson, Mr. Peterson asked you about the brush truck that was fighting the fire being pulled in the driveway. Is this the drive that you would be referring to?
Yes.
And Cole Haley, you mentioned the engine. He had actually talked about them being parked at an angle. You understand that?
You said an angle to the back of the brush truck?
The brush truck being on Heron Road to the back of the brush truck. I'm sorry, the engine being on Heron Road to the back of the brush truck.
Yes, sir, that would be correct.
And you are aware that he was treating Jessica right outside the engine.
Yes.
So that would put him treating Jessica in this particular area. Is that correct?
Approximately, I would say, because if the brush truck was pulled in, they would have pulled the engine here to supply additional water to the brush truck, so it would be in this general area.
Just so the jury understands the distance from where they were treating Jessica to the actual fire.
Yes, about approximately 50 feet, 40 feet.
Your Honor, that's all the questions I have. I would ask that we allow the jury to stay for a little bit and look the area over as much as they please, and then we're ready to go.
Any objection, counsel?
None, Your Honor.
All right. Members of the jury that would like to, please stay together. All right. If you want to walk up there and look around, or anything right around here you want to look at, we'll take a few minutes and look at it. Okay, ready to stay?
Investigator Thompson, we are at the residence of Daniel Cole, who's already testified in this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the jury actually came across a bridge, because there's a big creek running this area. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there's a couple other houses that have a bridge that come across down through this area. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, he mentioned an access road that he had seen people walking from Otto Sanford's subdivision through his yard in the past. Are you aware of that access road?
Yes.
And would you turn around and we see an entrance to a road right here at Daniel's house? What is directly at the top of this hill?
the back of Otto Sanford, the mouth of this road dumps into Otto Sanford subdivision.
No, that's all the questions I have here.
All right, Mr. Peterson?
Officer,
Yes,
have you taken an opportunity to measure the distance from where we are now to the actual crime scene?
no,
Okay. This road dumps into Otto.
Otto Sanford subdivision is just a small subdivision. It has a dead end road where you have to turn around and come back out. And it comes out actually in the backyard of a trailer house, and then from that you're right in Otto Sanford subdivision.
You can actually drive this road, though.
Yes, if
Okay.
you'd like your vehicle scratched.
But I mean, you can drive it around through it.
Yes,
Because I've driven it.
yes,
And it comes out around by the trailer house where Mr. Tellis' sister was living at the time.
I believe she lives in a wood frame house.
At the time?
At the time, yes,
Okay.
yes.
You don't have any testimony that would have placed Mr. Tellis coming through this access road on December 6, 2014, do you?
No.
You don't have any testimony or witness reports that would ever place Mr. Tellis coming through this area where we're standing now, do you?
No,
But that's just a direct area from the scene of the crime.
yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Redirect?
Again, Mr. Peterson asked you, right up this hill, whose house sits right in Otto Sanford subdivision?
It would be Mr. Tellis' sister. I refer to her as Ray Gann.
And are you aware of whose car that Quinton Tellis borrowed on the night of December 6, 2014?
Through other officer statements, it would have been Ray Gann's vehicle. And I believe yes, Ray Gann.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. All right, we'll, bailiffs will take charge of the jury. We'll go back to the vans. Okay, Mr. Hale?
I proceed, Your Honor.
You may.
Investigator Thompson, we were just at Daniel Cole's house at the bottom of the hill, is that correct?
Yes,
And we pointed out an access road that leads into Otto Sanford subdivision.
yes.
Are we currently in Otto Sanford subdivision?
We are at the rear of Otto Sanford subdivision.
That access road the jury has already seen at the bottom of the hill. I asked you what was at the top of the hill, and you told them Otto Sanford subdivision. Where does that access road exit into Otto Sanford subdivision?
Right there.
We can see the low-hanging limbs. I believe you just drove up it, is that correct?
I did.
But the vans we didn't bring up.
That's correct.
And who actually lived in Otto Sanford subdivision of significance on December 6, 2014?
Ray Gann would be Quinton Tellis' sister.
And where did she live?
In this wood frame house to my right,
And whose vehicle did he borrow on that particular night?
Ray Gann.
Your Honor, I tender the witness.
Mr. Peterson?
Thank you, Your Honor. Major Thompson, that's the road right there that comes around behind that trailer there?
Yes, sir. On the other side, it was somewhat gravel and a little open. When it comes through a fence line, it's unkept and it's hanging over. But that is the
Right.
mouth of the road.
So when we were standing on the other side, just for the jury's perspective, that dirt road going up the hill beyond where we were,
Yes.
that's where it comes out, right?
Right there, sir, by
Okay.
that light pole.
And that is Ray Gann's old house. She was living there at the time, December of 2014.
To the
correct?
best of my knowledge, yes,
But
sir.
now you also, as we have just done, you have access to that road coming, you have access to the house if you come off 51 as well.
That would be the primary entrance to this residence.
Okay. And just final question, do you have any evidence that Mr. Tellis actually has been on this access road at any time?
No.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Hale, redirect?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. So if the bailiffs will take charge of the jury, we'll go to the next stop, please.
They just covered the area that the car was found as well as where they encountered Jessica. They have now moved down the street a little bit and are at the gas station, Mini Mart.
All right. Investigator Thompson, we are standing at, where are we standing?
We're standing at the old Gurley's, what is now referred to as the M&M store in Courtland, Mississippi.
And we're going to hear it as M&M's and also Gurley's, is that correct?
Yes.
On December 6, 2014, ma'ams, where was Quinton Tellis living?
If you look over the top of that red Ford car there, it'll be the next driveway on your left. It's behind those pine trees.
And you see the driveway where the mailbox is that correct?
Yes.
And we're going to walk down there in a minute. But was there a camera at M&M store on December 6, 2014 that actually pointed toward Quinton Tellis' residence?
Yes.
Will you point out that camera for the jury?
The camera on the corner of the building right here.
And that is a camera angle that will become significant later in this trial, is that correct?
Yes.
Now the jury is going to see other camera angles during the course of this trial. Is that also, are you aware of that?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions at this location.
Mr. Peterson, you have any cross?
Certainly, Your Honor. Major Thompson, that camera points down toward the driveway of Quinton Tellis' mother. Is that correct?
In that general area, yes, sir.
And there's a second camera on the opposite end of this building. Do you see that?
Yes.
Are there any other cameras on this building?
I don't believe there are any more on the outside, Mr. Peterson. I know there are some on the inside,
Sure.
but I'm not aware of any more unless they've been added since or moved since. I'm not aware of any,
Sure.
Mr. Peterson.
Let me ask you this. On December the 6th, 2014, the date of Ms. Chambers' death, were there any additional cameras that you're aware of on the outside of the store?
To my knowledge, no.
No. Would there be cameras that would point around to that area behind the store where we see those black tanks sitting?
To my knowledge, I don't believe there were. I believe that was a dead area on the video at that time. I believe. This is to my knowledge, Mr. Peterson.
And to your knowledge, you have not reviewed any camera footage that would have depicted that area directly behind the corner of that store?
Personally, no, sir.
Now, there's a road that runs directly behind the store, correct?
Yes.
And that road, I believe, is where members of Jessica Chambers' family lives on.
As well as her, yes, sir.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
So Carlisle Road. If the jury hears any reference to Carlisle Road.
That is Carlisle Road. It runs at a parallel angle somewhat to Highway 51 to Shiloh.
Which we're going to pass Shiloh headed back.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Peterson asked you about this driveway of Tellis' home. There's a second driveway that'll be of significance also, is that correct? You can't see it behind the cars, but we're about to walk down there.
Yes.
Your Honor, that's all the questions I have here. I would ask, since there are camera angles they're going to see from inside the store, that we're not going to follow them or ask questions. They'd be allowed to walk through the store and come back out.
Are we secure in there?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, that'll be permitted.
And they have now walked down the road to Tellis' house at the time.
All right, Mr. Hale.
Investigator Thompson, we are now in front of the residence you've already classified as Quinton Tellis' residence. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there are two, how many structures are going to become significant as part of this investigation that we're going to hear about?
Two at this location.
And the primary structure is going to be the house. Point out the house for the jury.
So, yes, grayish, white, single wide mobile home that's parallel to the road.
Okay. And there's a second structure that's going to become significant in future testimony. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what structure is that?
It's a small white shed in front of the mobile home.
And other investigators will testify as to the significance of that shed. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this particular driveway that we're looking at on December 6, 2014, are you aware of whether the M&M's camera captured the footage around this driveway?
It did.
Your Honor, attend to the witness.
Cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Major Thompson, you indicated in the last question that the camera from the M&M store up there captured this driveway.
Yes.
Have you made any determinations as to how far into this particular driveway that camera can see?
I couldn't speak intelligently to that, Mr. Peter. I didn't actually do the total review of the video. I am aware that it captures part of this driveway. I'm not aware of how much.
Certainly.
That'll be later testimony.
Now, you talked earlier about a blind spot up here at the M&M store.
Yes.
And from the location where we're standing, that would encompass the end of that store where we're looking at with the orange coloring. And there's an orange line there, and then there's a burgundy line, and you can see the triangular steeple of the store.
Yes.
Would that be the area of that blind spot?
I would say yes, sir. To my knowledge, from what little video I did review, if you walk past, I believe, an ice machine, since there's something right there at the corner of the store, when you step out of that, you would go out of camera view.
Okay. Would you also agree with me, Major Thompson, that at some point, as you go into this driveway, you're actually going to go off that camera?
I would say so, yes.
Certainly. And have you reviewed any footage where you could actually see any of those structures in reviewing that camera footage?
Personally, no.
Okay. Have you reviewed footage where you can see the driveway?
I have seen some video footage that has been analyzed by other investigators.
Sure.
Yes.
But the only footage that we're talking about would have been footage that depicts the entrance to this driveway.
To my knowledge, yes, sir.
Not the structures themselves, or at least not to your knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I agree.
Question, officer. Finally, Major Thompson,
Yes.
just for clarity, we're standing here on the same 51 that would have gone down to Ray Gann's house.
Yes, sir.
This is the same 51.
This is US Highway 51, yes.
Turn to the witness, Your Honor.
Redirect.
We have another witness who's going to give measurements, but Auto Sanford subdivision, where we just came from, where is it?
It's straight down Highway 51, I would say approximately 150 yards maybe. That'd be a rough guess.
You can see it.
Yes, that's the end of it right there.
And I'm not going to ask you about the camera footage because it's going to speak for itself. Okay. Now, in December, do you have less foliage or leaves out than you do in October normally?
Absolutely, yes, sir. I mean, after the frost, you will have leaves falling and such as that, yes.
Your Honor, that's all I have at this location. We have one other location. We're going to walk down to this driveway, walk up. Yes, sir.
Certainly. Your Honor, if we could, I'd like the jury to walk into the driveway here so they can get some perspective of the view from this driveway to that M&M store.
And Your Honor, if they're going to walk to the shed, I'd like them to walk onto the house. That way
Sure.
we can get a full view.
All right, counsel requested that the jury be allowed to walk down to the house and the shed, and please do so without comment. The bailiffs will accompany. Ready, gentlemen?
Investigator Thompson, this is the last location that we're actually going to bring the jury to. Where we're standing, where is it in proximity to Quinton Tellis' actual residence?
It's adjacent to and behind it. It's to the south and a little bit to the east of that residence.
Now, in Quinton Tellis' interviews that will come out for the jury later, he mentioned a grassy area that he actually, in a taped interview, but he actually told FBI agent Dustin Blunt where he and Jessica had parked and hung out.
Yes.
Is this the area that we're referring to?
According to Agent Blunt's report, yes, this would be the area that he pointed out to my knowledge, yes.
And Agent Blunt, to your knowledge, interviewed him here.
Yes.
Now there's also, and I'm sorry, Quinton Tellis also admitted that it's already come out that he claimed they had sex one time and this is the area.
Yes.
Now, there's another residence that you can see at the top of the hill.
Yes.
Is that the only residence on this particular road that you're aware of, or do you know?
I'm not sure whether the other double wide faces this way or not.
Well, we have the aerial maps already.
Yes.
Are you aware who lived in that residence on December 6, 2014?
To my knowledge, Shalonda Sanford.
And there was another individual that stayed with her on occasion, is that correct?
To my knowledge, on occasion, to Poo-Poo, who I know is Poo-Poo to be Tellis' sister, stayed with her on occasion.
Okay. Your Honor, that's all I have.
All right, Cross.
No questions, Your Honor. Your Honor, there's no reason for them to look around here. We're ready to go back to the courthouse.
All right, you gonna pull the vans down and pick them up out here? They gotta walk all the way back.
I would say we'll walk and we'll come get them.
Chief McLeod bring the van.
So if we'll just go out and wait beside Highway 51, they'll pick you up right out there, okay?
Thanks for watching. Next video about this case will be coming very soon and will cover portions of the trial. Hope you enjoyed, and please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are.